a remote viewer, and I have come up with some very point specific mantras that should be repeated that can help change the reality of the world that we're living in, which is leading us not straight to war, but we're going to be able to choose which one of the wars we want to participate in because there's so many opportunities for war. The mantras are repeated in silence. You release the breath through your mouth. And we accompany it with some music that was specifically designed to create peace in you. A tranquil mind cannot create war. If your mind is tranquil, because of the law of attraction, you will not be drawing to you warlike behavior on other people's part. It's the whole bullying issue. Who gets bullied? The victim. What are the energies of the person that's getting bullied? They have repressed anger, probably because they were bullied before as a child. Or they felt like they were being bullied because all of their older brothers were much older and much bigger and kicked them around. You can't have something happen to you that you don't have inside of you. You can't create something that you're not even looking for. Are you looking for peace, or are you just checking the news to see where it is that the next black hole develops for us to fall into? You don't have to do that. You have to become responsible for your creations, and you have to do your part. So we're trying to get together 5 days a week. We have it for the last several days because we are having some political issues that have caused me to live in a hotel and do a lot of screaming and yelling just so that I can be left alone so that I can do my work, which is this. So let's go ahead and start. The mantra is on the screen in English and Spanish. If it irritates you to see it in another language, whether it's English or Spanish, you're going to have a very hard time when the whole alien issue finally opens up. A second language bothers you? A second, third, fourth, fifth species of beings is going to drive you crazy. But you're not going to have an option. So 2 languages, but the mantras are done in silence. You're not going to hear anybody else. It's just for you. Okay, so go ahead and start. But before you start, do a self-assessment from 1 to 10. How do you feel? 1 is you want to slit your wrists, you're so unhappy. And 10, you feel great. And then when you finish with us, go ahead and assess yourself again. I'm not able to show you the very famous white and gold dress because that also is a very good way of assessing your frequency and whether it improves or not. But I don't have it here because, again, I'm with a laptop in my hotel. Half of my stuff is not available to me, but I'm here ready to work. Okay, so let's get some music. Go ahead and start with the mantra. You repeat it silently and expel the breath through your mouth. And if you want, you can direct that mantra and your breath to your root chakra, because the root chakra is probably the one that will be most affected if there is war. Or you can direct it to your heart chakra in between your breasts, because if the heart chakra is strong, maybe we won't have war. Go ahead and start. This video has a frequency of birds chirping that's called trilling, which is the frequency of the mind strings which channel the nectar of the human mind. The human mind does not have a structure, but it does channel through a structure called the fundamental structure of the universe. Very interesting. We'll go into that at another time. We're going to be doing 20 minutes, exactly 20 minutes. You can put your comments in the chat if you like. I just realized that I do have the dress because the dress is up on the platform. It's not in my computer. I apologize. You should see this dress, gold and white. And I wish you would have seen it before, um, to see if it's much brighter right now. For me, it's not that bright, but I'm in a bit of a crisis today. So it makes sense. It did help me to do the mantras a lot. I feel much more centered. So, how are you guys feeling? And I need to be up on camera. There you go. How are you feeling? Can you feel the difference from having spent 20 minutes with music that literally heals, images that relax and heals, and a mantra that gains you a lot of support? So now I need to show you, now that I realize that I do have the photographs, what it was like for one person who did this mantra. And these 4 sketches uh, took a total of 7 minutes. In other words, the person did not listen to the music or do the mantra for more than 7 minutes. It was actually less than that. But the whole thing took 7 minutes. So here we go with the first image when she started to do the mantra. And I sketched her before she started. This is what she looked like. Those black lines are mind strings that channel the human mind. Those mind strings channel her mind. And obviously, you don't have to be a genius to see that she's kind of depressed. So we moseyed along with the mantra for depression, which is, even though I'm depressed and want to die, I love and accept myself. Or just simply, even though I'm depressed, I love and accept myself. And see how the black mind streams lifted up a lot and her heart chakra started to open up. Then we went ahead and switched the mantra for peace. In this sketch, remember, all this took a total of 7 minutes. So within 2 minutes, she looked like this when she changed the mantra, even though I am depressed, to please God help us with our intention to miraculously purify the hate and fear, which is the one you just did right now with me. And look how incredible. Those are particles of chi, which are the God particle. Her heart opens up more. She looks good. It feels good. But no sensory therapy. Now here, in other words, no video. Here she did the peace mantra, which you just did, with this trilling video, which you just did. What's the difference? See an outline, a green outline Around the canopy of mind streams, additional protection. See, there's a spirit in the upper right hand corner. It can't get to her any longer. See, her throat chakra had apparently some mind streams that were all crushed around her throat. They're now opening up and extending. Her heart chakra is opening up even more. And the element of earth is rising up into her assemblage of bodies and her minds, which stabilizes. In less than 7 minutes, you just did 20 minutes, exactly 20 minutes of the mantra. So we will be back again tomorrow and see if whatever it is that you go to do now, see if you feel softer, if it's not as easy to trigger you. And you can always do the mantra by yourself, or you can go back to these videos that stay in YouTube, in both my channels, English and Spanish, and also stay here on X and on Facebook. Voila! You can't miss us. Thank you for joining us.